Today we're talking about Russell Wilson. Travis, a lot of people have concern about Russell Wilson and that offensive line. Maybe not the best weapons up there in Seattle. Tell them why you're not so concerned with the weapons and it's more so on Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I think that my concern comes from the offensive line play, of course, and the decrease in offensive weapons as far as wide receiver is concerned. But if you look at other guys who have been consistent at the position, Cam Newton, Tyrod Taylor, decrease in weapons, because of that rushing floor, they've been able to succeed. You know, you think about Russell Wilson, he led his team in rushing last year with 586 yards. So I like him to be consistent, maybe not the same amount, but consistent as the number one piece of this offense. It will run through him, and his ability to run smart and get out of bounds and avoid injury has been great. I mean, he hasn't missed any time in 6 years.
Yeah, and I mean the weapons aren't a concern to me. I mean, he's never really had any good weapons outside of Doug Baldwin. Yeah, you might say Jimmy Graham, but that was really hit or miss. He only had one good season for Seattle. Russell Wilson and him never really had that connection. And so he's always kind of made do with the receivers that he's had. I do think Tyler Lockett will step up this year. I am not concerned about Russell Wilson. Like you said, I think the floor of his ability to rush and get those rushing yards makes up so much of a gap. And it's kind of, you know, when you're talking about quarterbacks and the, you know, the passing and the points per pass, it's kind of unfair, but this is why Russell Wilson is so nice to have and so consistent from year to year. And that's because he always rushes a lot. So I'm not afraid of Russell Wilson this year and having that bad offensive line. We've seen it before, and I don't see anything changing this year.